recording on there. All right, live video is starting. I'll close down a few things we've got going on here at the same time. Oh, Kieran in. All right, morning, afternoon, evening. Who have we got in here? So we've got Bart, Josie. Hi, Josie, Christine, Kieran. How are you, Kieran? Nick.
Hey, how are you?
Good, mate. And Artem. How are you guys all doing? Everybody excited to see what Carlos is going to show us? Yay, Carlos. Carlos has been working hard, guys. So he is going to run through today. So this is a cool upgrade that we are going to be putting to everybody's accounts for free, which is unlimited AI chatbots to work with your SMS. So conversational AI, well, didn't work and still doesn't work as far as we know inside high level, even though Sean did an announcement, I think it was Friday last week, saying that they'd updated custom AI, they updated custom SMS providers to work with conversational AI, and we've tested it and it didn't work. And we had a chat with support and they said the reason why it's not working is because you don't have a Twilio number connected. And we're like, yeah, doesn't that negate the point of you're supposed to have made it work with custom providers? And that's kind of as far as we got. So it doesn't seem to work. But anyway, we are going to add in these AI bots so that everybody will have a AI bot with their account, or as many AI bots as you want with your accounts, basically, with your myCRMSIM account. I'm just going to let in. We've got a couple more people here. Jason, hey, Jason, Roxy, and Hamish. Hamish, hey, Hamish, how are you? All right, so what we're going to run through, we're going to do a bit of a demo here of just how easy it is to set it up. Just get it connected to your high level account. We're going to build a bot very quickly, run through just a quick test with that, just show you how easy it is to actually create a bot. And then we'll just talk about when this is actually going to get released because it's ready to go. We're just kind of finishing up some of the documentation and stuff because what we're going to run through today is obviously sort of the surface level of stuff to make sure that you can see that it all works and whatnot. And then we just got to get the documentation done as well. So Carlos, do you want to take over from here, mate, and you can run through the first part on how we actually get this stuff connected with myCRMBOT, as we are calling it.
Of course, thank you, Gary. So I'm gonna share my screen real quick. So can you guys see my screen? Yes, it's showing
Yes,
for you, Gary? Yes,
yes,
perfect.
mate.
Okay, awesome. So sorry. Oh,
That's all right. I think someone's got there.
okay, perfect. Yeah, I think
You're all good, mate. It's all right. We're gonna let there's a few more people. Got Steve and Tamas just joining, mate. Hi, guys.
Okay, awesome. So guys, the first step, how Gary said, is so this is our dashboard. So hi, our dashboard.
Guys, I'm just going to ask, guys, if you just want to put yourselves on mute because it sounds like some reverb coming through from a couple of people there, if you don't mind. And thank you.
Okay, perfect. So this is our dashboard. You guys log in with this domain app.mycrmbot.com. So basically here is straight to the point. Here, just a general overview of everything. Here, you guys will create the bots and everything. Here, you guys will connect the sources, right? So it's pretty easy and straight to the point. So basically, obviously, you guys need a Go11 account and a OpenAI paid account. So that's all you need to connect everything and make it work. The only thing you guys will need to do is to click here in Add Sources, and here you'll be able to connect, how I said before, the high-level account and your OpenAI account. We already did that yesterday on some tests. So here we have our agency account and the OpenAI account. So it's pretty straight to the point, pretty easy. once the account is connected, you will be able to select all the sub accounts under your agency and create bots for any sub account in there. So that's the first step. Pretty easy, straight to the point. So, Gary, should I do an overview of the AI bot, or do you want to take over here?
Oh, you can carry on, mate. You're doing such a good job.
Okay, perfect, awesome. So once the sources are connected, here in this part, we have this option available, voice bot, but you'll need some credits on that. So we'll figure out that in the future. But
That's coming soon, basically.
yes,
VoiceBot. Yeah,
that's
it's
coming.
there, but it's not available for operation yet.
Exactly. So here, once you guys click text bot, we have two options, right? So the first one here is the prompt builder is it's pretty easy. That there's where you build the prompt. So I'm gonna just show you guys. We created two bots, and I'm gonna just click here to show you like the overview of everything. So basically, straight to the point here, you will fill all the information, and we need to select a source here of the bot, because guys, once the bot is created here inside myCRMBOT, it will create an assistant inside OpenAI. So the first thing is to
So we just explain that to people. Does everybody know what OpenAI assistant bots are? Does anybody just put a yes or a no in the chat there? Just let us know. Do you guys know what OpenAI assistant bots are? Nope. From Brian. Anyone else? No. Christine? No. Roxy? Not really. No. No. No.
Hey,
Okay.
Gary, is a type assistant what you are going to create here?
Sorry, did you ask, is that an OpenAI assistant we're going to create here?
Yes, correct. That's what you are going to connect right here as a bot?
Correct, it is, yes. So,
sounds good. Okay.
So OpenAI assistants, they're basically an assistant and something that you can train in ChatGPT to work for you, essentially. So it's got a direct connection to ChatGPT, to OpenAI, sorry. So this is a way of creating your OpenAI assistant through the myCRMBOT platform, and you don't actually have to go into ChatGPT, into OpenAI to initially create it, basically. So this is going to allow you to build a bot with a very simple prompting status in here, and then it will add in some of the extra layers that you need to train a bot, basically to tell it to not elaborate, because one of the challenges with bots are that they can elaborate. Basically, you could have a bot and say, you are the bot, or sorry, you are the assistant for my ice cream shop, such as it might be. And then people would ask it questions about being a mechanic, and because it's got access to all the information about being a mechanic online, it can go off and start answering questions about being a mechanic. And it's a dead giveaway that it's a bot then anyway. So that's basically what this is. And building in here will create your OpenAI assistant bots who need an OpenAI key and an account in order to run this. That's the one thing that you must have. Artem, mate, you got a question?
Yeah, I've got a question. Is it possible for you guys to get this thing working with the GPT-4o mini? So this is the new model that came out probably a month or 2 months ago, maybe a month ago. It's the cheapest of them all. It's basically in the right hand side where you've got model GPT-4o. If you have a look, it doesn't exist there. It's a 4o mini, which is what I'm after. It's going to be really beneficial from the just financial point of view. It's like tenth, if not in the hundreds of the cost of the 4o. Now, if you can try to ask get this working, right? For this, that would be just awesome, because it's going to dramatically reduce the cost. Even already cheap, we're directly paying the OpenAI for it, but that particular model is even cheaper than whatever's over here.
Yep, well, we can look into that and see if that one's able to be connected up. We'll have a look.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Cool. All right. So hopefully that kind of basically explains what an OpenAI assistant is. It's kind of a direct connection anyway into your GPT on OpenAI, and this will allow you to build that prompt starting in here, and then you can fine tune it later on. So, Carlos, do you want to go through building this, or do you want me to run through building a new bot and we can hook one up and connect it? I think you're on mute, buddy.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Yeah, if you want, you can just take care of it. I just stopped sharing my screen.
Sure thing. So that's my screen there. Geez, more people turn up. There's one joining. All right, awesome. So if we go into Carlos, you can tell me if I go on the wrong steps here because I've only done this a couple of times myself anyway. So we'll go into the prompt builder. Okay, and we'll create a new bot. So we're going to do a new bot agent. Actually, we'll just do that. And so we need to select our OpenAI source. So where Carlos showed earlier, we've connected our OpenAI key. So we need to make sure that we select our source. Okay, so we'll do that. And then that's our lead talk source. And then our hierarchy. So this is going into our myCRMSIM demo account. Now I'm going to make this for a random other business. So I'm going to do this for Australian Baby Hands. And Baby Hands do a, I'll just fill in some of the details in here. We need to have that in here too much. This all creates part of the prompt for the bot. So think about it, if it's an assistant that's answering questions and they need to know, oh, you know, who got an email support, what's the phone number? This is all information for your assistant, basically. Put that in there. Now I'll just grab the website, hands.com. And here. Just make up an address for it. About us. So you can grab that from the About Us page. This is actually my wife, by the way, guys. So this is a business of hers. That's my wife, Jackie, there. Okay, so that's kind of that. So agent name. So we'll call this one Georgia. George. We should have picked something I could spell. Georgia. Is that right? We'll go with that. So you are a highly engaging, friendly virtual assistant for company name. So it's going to grab that from over here. Sorry, from the company name there. And then you just want to give it a main objective. So your main goal is to assist customers with information about the services we offer. And then if you want them to book an appointment, so there is a way that you can use this to book people straight into a calendar for appointments as well. We're not going to go through that in this here, but Carlos will be putting all the training together for that on how you link up your high-level calendar. So you can offer appointment times and book them straight into a calendar by offering a time out to people and you know, saying we've got appointments Friday afternoon or Thursday afternoon, which suits you better, and it will book straight into your calendar. Okay. Now, in this case here, the main objective for our assistant isn't going to be to book people in, and so we can help them understand how baby sign language works and what the benefits are. So I'm just going to make this quite simple here. So a helpful and positive, tiny bit of humor, not overboard, unprofessional, retain casual, professional demeanor. Okay, so you can customize this, you know, as much as you want basically in here, but this is just a simple way to get something up and running. Okay, you can add files as well. I can't remember if I had a file for this. Did I have a file for this when we did that test yesterday? I can't remember. No, we did it for the other one, didn't we? No.
Oh, yes.
So if you've got files, so for example, you know, if you've got a company, you've got a price list or a catalog or any information about the company, or if you want to give it examples. So a good thing that you can do if you're trying to train it in a certain conversational style, you could download like copies of your emails or your direct messages and go, hey, this is how I want you to converse because this is how I talk. And it will see how you type and how you communicate, your kind of sentences, your languaging. So you can add all these files in here to train a bot and give it even more information. So download a PDF and then you can pop that into there. And then you can add in questions as well for the agent to ask. So I'm just going to save that as it is for now.
As well as uploading files, Gary, does it also read websites?
Yes, it will get the context from the website that you put in there. So it will look at the website and it will get information about that. So it's got the business name, the website, so it will look at that and any contextual information around that as well, because it's got access to the web basically around that business.
Gary, on that, just
and
on
if there's
that,
like blogs and stuff, does it read that? Like, does it read everything?
If it's attached to the website, yes.
So it will crawl the entire website, not just the home page.
Correct. Yeah. So it's got access to the internet basically. So it will look at the website and it will look to any information on the website that's related to that. Okay. All right. So that's our quick model built there. And then I've got to go to configuration. Right.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now I want to add an AI chatbot here. So we'll call this Australian Baby Hands 2. Location, so it's going to be in Lead Talk. I'm going to put it in our demo account here. We're not using a calendar on this one. I don't think we even have a calendar in here. But if you set up a calendar in the account, you can hook that up in there. We'll probably do that on another training on another day. And like I said, Carlos will cover all that stuff off in the training. The human takeover tag. So yeah, if you put a tag on here, I think if you add a tag, so if it goes through a workflow or you put a tag, basically you can stop the bot, then human interaction can take place and take over from there. And then this is where you've got the two options here. So bots built with myCRMSIM demo, which is the quick one that we did. And then if you've got any OpenAI bots, oh, it's easy. So in our account, so we already have a few bots in here, which are in our OpenAI account. So we could select one of those, but we're just going to use the one that we've built with the myCRMSIM, myCRMBOT account at the moment. So Georgia, and we'll save that. Okay, and then the webhook, which is in here. So all we need to do to make this work is grab the webhook from here. And we'll just show before we do that, if we go into our account, so this is our demo account. So there's a few workflows which we'll provide in a snapshot. So they're pretty simple workflows. So you've got to have a trigger to make it actually work. So it will work with Facebook, Instagram. There's a GMB one. GMB is being phased out shortly, October, I think, if I'm correct with that. I know it's being phased out anyway, but basically any of those will work on WhatsApp, and then we've got a start stop as well. So you can see any of these, basically your trigger on these. So if you're Facebook bot one, and you guys can use this on whatever you want. So we're providing this as unlimited bots. Primarily, obviously, we provide an SMS service. You can pop it into any other account and use it on Facebook, Instagram, any of those other ones as well. So your trigger on these, so you're looking at the customer replied and then whatever the reply channel is. So Facebook Messenger, for example. So you could actually create different bots for different channels as well. So you could have a Facebook bot, you could have an Instagram bot, GMB bot, website bot, if you really wanted to, and go through different triggers for them. So I'll go to the SMS one. Okay, so SMS bot. So our trigger in here. Okay, so our trigger is SMS and the reply channel is SMS. And then we have a condition here. So obviously every time someone replies, it's going to get triggered. But if you've told the bot to stop, we don't want it to continue. I'll go to the stop bot one in a second. So we just have a condition here. says if the tags include stop bot, then take them off down that branch, basically down there, and don't reply anymore. So as they come down, we'll add a tag, says SMS conversation. We'll wait 10 seconds, okay? Because you don't want to be replying too quickly as well, right? If someone's sending you an SMS, you don't reply, it's not like instant, okay? So you want to slow these down slightly because you want to get back to people quickly, but you also don't want to flag your cards as well by replying too fast as well. You might even need to slow that down a little bit as well. That 10 seconds could be slowed down a little bit more as well, because if you're responding so fast to messages, that can be a flag on your SIM card as well that you're using some kind of automation. So I think, Carlos, we should actually slow this down and make this a little bit longer on here on the snapshot, man.
Perfect. Okay.
All right. And then the webhook here. So this is the thing that you need to do. So there's a custom value here for the myCRMSIM bot webhook. So we need to add the API key to this custom value. So what I'll actually do, I'll open this in.
The webhook.
Sorry?
No,
that custom. Yeah, sorry, the webhook. But we've got that custom value in here. So I'm just going to open this in a new tab. So you can copy it obviously straight into the workflow, but there's custom values in here that you can use it onto.
Hey guys, I'm seeing the questions. We're gonna take care of them after this demo. So.
Okay. So we'll edit that, and I'll pop that webhook in there. Update that. Oh, hang on, that's not right because I copied that over from the other thing. That's not the right value. Let me copy that. Just redo that. Okay, so that webhook there is going to feed into that custom value in our workflow here now. Okay. All right. And then this will actually go into another workflow. So there's an SMS bot follow-up. Okay, you guys can use this or disable this. And guys, obviously with workflows, you can do what you want. We're providing sort of base workflows. You can adjust these, and I'm sure you guys will come up with some amazing things once you actually get your hands on this next week.
Yeah, just remember to publish, Gary.
Yeah, so I'll publish that in a second, mate. So the SMS bot follow-up. So once somebody goes into or starts replying, you can put them into this as well. So there's a follow-up. So you'll wait, and then you've got a number of follow-ups that you can send them. So I think what's the first one? So it'll wait 4 hours. So if you've been having a conversation with someone and they've kind of dropped off, the bot can follow up with them. You can change the dates, or sorry, the delays and everything on those. But it will follow up and say, hey, continue our conversation. What other questions can I answer for you? This is generally designed for, or what you want to use this for, is that you've got an objective for the bot to, let's say, book them into an appointment. And if they haven't booked into an appointment, then the bot hasn't done its job. So the bot is going to continue to follow up until it gets to its objective. So that could either be, booking them into an appointment or providing them the information that the bot is trained to give them. Whatever the objective of the bot is to do, if it hasn't got there because the person has stopped responding, the bot can then continue to follow up and can keep messaging them over a number of days, hours, however you want it to go. So this has got a follow-up after 4 hours, then 21 hours, then we've got here 11 hours. So just kind of randomly, it will just continue to follow up with those people just to try and get them booked in. So you can go in and adjust all these things as you want. Okay, and then there's an appointment booked, so remove from the follow-up. So if you're using it for a booking bot, okay, so you'd need to add your calendar obviously in here. So you've got to have a calendar linked up, and whatever the event type is, and if the appointment is confirmed, then add the tag and then remove them from the workflow. So this will then take them out of the follow-up sequence. Does that make sense? I'll just look. You mentioned there were some questions there, Carlos. We'll have a quick look if there's any.
Yes, of course. So they're asking if the chatbot works with email. I think it doesn't work with email. It's strictly just
Yeah,
for chat.
yeah, for chat, Facebook, Instagram, GMB at the moment till it stops working, SMS.
Exactly. Christine, does we can have files uploaded? Yes, you can have files uploaded. Guys, if you a good practice is once the bot is ready, just to test the bot, right? And if you guys feel that something is missing, you can just upload files with the necessary information. That way, the bot has all the information of your business correct. And that's a good practice, just to always test the bot. Nicolas, can you talk about different languages? Is that automatic? To be pretty honest, Nicolas, we haven't tested with other language that it's not English, but I think it won't be a problem.
It is, yeah, it's automatic with OpenAI Assistant. I'm very
Exactly.
sure of
So
that. Yeah.
if someone detects another language, I think it will just speak the language that it is talking to.
Yeah.
Artem will be sharing these workflows or providing recording. Yes, Artem, we're gonna provide all the workflows to make the bot work, so there's no problem with that. So yes, that's the question. I'm not sure if I'm missing something, but yes,
And
yes,
Yeah.
that's it, guys.
Carlos, it can sit on a website, the bot, right? Sorry if it's an obvious question, but I just wanted to cover off that channel.
Do you mean like the chat widget? Is that what you mean? When you say sit on a website?
Yeah. Yeah, so just be there as a widget for your clients to contact via live chat or
Yeah, so you could just use it for the like the chat widget in JHL. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could just connect it to that, the same as you would any other one. Yes.
What about the live one, the live chat widget?
Yeah, I think so. I think you'd just be able to. Have you tried the live chat widget or the live chat trigger? Because it's the same thing. It's just a different trigger, isn't it?
No,
Yeah,
we haven't.
It
Yes.
works. It's a different trigger.
Yeah, it's just a different trigger, so that
yeah.
should work.
Yeah.
Yep. JP, yeah, I can chat to you about that, mate, because we are only providing the AI bots in here, so I can chat to you about that if you want to, mate. Anyway, Christine actually asked there the cost for an open AI account.
I've posted the link.
Awesome answer. Thanks, mate.
So good.
Yeah, so you'll do pay as you go. It depends on what you want to do as well with clients. Like, I know like there's lots of different people, and we've been talking to people that build bots and stuff like that anyway. A lot of people, what they just do is say to a client and say, look, we'll provide the bot and charge you X for the bot. You just need to sign up and get an OpenAI account, and then they get the OpenAI account and you get the key from the client's account, because there's no rebilling like available with this, right? So whatever the client uses, you're going to end up paying for, and then it's pretty cheap generally anyway. Doesn't really cost a lot, but if you don't want to have any expense, because it's variable, right? You're paying for usage, like you pay for the token usage. So if you don't want to pay anything for the client, then you can get the client to set up their own OpenAI account and just say, look, we need an account for you, and you pay for the tokens on the usage basis, and you get their key from their account and you plug that in instead of using your one. Does that make sense? Perfect. Yeah, just a good way to, you don't have to worry about any of the cost basically, or any of the usage cost.
Yeah, if I may just add 2 cents to it, this is the cheapest way to do this, because all other bots that I've checked out, they not only charge you for the bot, but they also charge on top of the OpenAI tokens. So there's a double charge.
Correct.
But they all use OpenAI at the back end. So this allows just pay purely for the ultimate architecture that supplies the AI. Everything else is, and Gary, thanks a lot for just making it for free. So it's no brainer.
Exactly right, mate. We were looking at one for our service desk a little while ago, and yeah, when we were going to use it because it worked pretty well and it was good. And then when we actually looked at it, it was like 3 cents per message.
Yeah.
And it was like a live, or it was like a fake live chat bot basically. And then we went, God, like 3 cents. I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot, but we looked at sort of our usage and stuff. Went, that's crazy. Like that's more expensive than like our service for SMS, like way more expensive. And OpenAI is pretty darn cheap, really. Like your costs are not going to be a lot for running one of these. Like, you know, you'd have to be putting a lot of data through it. I mean, I use ChatGPT all the time. I don't know, my bill's next to nothing every month, like yeah, a few bucks.
Looking at it here, the pricing is difficult to understand, but because I don't use ChatGPT, I use Jasper, so they just sort out the usage cost in the background as part of my subscription.
Okay.
I can see it's $5 for 1 million input tokens. Would an input token be just an interaction with the bot? Like, is that what a token would be? Just to get a bit of a feel for what the usage cost would be.
I honestly don't know. Like I've never looked at it that hard because it never costs that much. I'm not sure do you know what the definition of a token is, Carlos?
I think 1 million tokens is about 700,000 words, isn't it?
Yeah, is that what they should just make a token. If they make it simple, a token is a
Because
letter or something.
I think 1,000 tokens is around 700 words.
Okay. I wonder how they come to that kind of
Mhm.
that numbering.
Ratio, but yeah.
Yeah, well, how's that ratio work? I wonder if they go 1,000 words is 1,000 tokens. That'd be nice. But, okay, thanks, JP. Yeah, I honestly don't know. I've never looked that hard at it because I know it's pretty much pennies. Like at the end of the day, it's very, very cheap.
I use Team GPT, which uses that you just hook up your OpenAI API key on the back end, and like you're paying cents.
Yeah.
Like for doing a whole lot of work.
Yeah, it's pennies. Like it's really cheap.
Depends on what you use. I've just Googled it and it comes through saying that if you use 3.5 or 4, it depends on those, but a helpful rule of thumb is that 1 token generally corresponds to about 4 characters of text. So that's in common English and translates to roughly 3/4 of a word. So 100 tokens is 75 words.
Okay. Okay. Do we have any other questions in here? There's a prompt.
I've got a question, if that's okay. I didn't know how to raise my hand up.
Yeah, go for it, Jason.
What are your plans for the future with this? I know it's like just get it out right at the moment, but I'm just interested to know, yeah, like I say, what are your plans for the future of this? Is this sort of like as far as you're going, or do you have anything that you've already sort of discussed of how it might look in the future?
Is there something particular you're thinking that you want? Like,
No,
is
well,
there
I
something
mean,
you're after, like feature-wise, or?
I haven't used a chatbot yet, but I have been looking into using CloseBot, and they've got like the different columns where you can put in the objections. And I understand that that's, you know, you're going to end up paying more using CloseBot, but that's just something off the top of my head, you know, that I've thought about, and I wondered how that's going to roll out with you, and yeah.
The columns for objections, what does that mean?
Sorry, for each stage. So they have like you'll have like an objection, like a goal, so like the first sort of goal, and then they'll be prioritized. So, for example, the first sort of goal of the chatbot would be to let's take my niche. I'm working with carpet cleaners, so let's say that we had a chatbot and we wanted to get the whole goal of the chatbot would be to qualify the lead, and once the lead is ready to book in a job, then it will alert the carpet cleaner, because we want the carpet cleaner to have control of it rather than booking in the job, because they don't want to be one side of a city on an appointment in the morning and then in the afternoon the other side of the city. So just if that was the overall sort of scenario, then the first thing that they would be looking to do is ascertain the customer's name. So that would be sort of goal one, and there would be like a number of times that they would that the bot would continue to ask for that. So you might, in a normal conversation, that would be fairly, I mean, you shouldn't have to ask more than 2 or 3 times for that, but and it would start to get a bit weird if you've asked the name like 4 or 5 times, right? So you can say, right, you're in this column, and as a part of this part of the goal of this part of the conversation, you can then have 3 attempts at collecting that name. Then it would move on to the next bit, and you'd ask, what's the reason for getting your carpets cleaned today? Is there a specific situation you have, such as a stain, or is there an event coming up, like a newborn baby coming into the house, or is it just a freshen up? And that would be like the next question. So that would be like what you're guiding the information you're trying to find from the carpet cleaning prospect, right? And then it would, again, you could see what sort of level of priority is this? How many times are we going to try and get this information out of this customer until you move on? Then the next thing might be, how many rooms are they looking to have cleaned, and so on. And it would also know at any stage, it would know if it's collected that information already in the conversation. When it gets to stage 3, it wouldn't then go and ask. If they led with, hey, I've got a living room and 2 bedrooms that I want it cleaning, when it gets to stage 3, it's then not going to ask, oh, how many rooms do you want to clean, because it's going to be an unnatural process. So I was just wondering, is that something that you would be doing inside myCRMBOT, or is this more of a case that we would create that through automations and workflows?
Okay, so that's a pretty deep discussion for this one, because we're going to do a surface level of like, here it is kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'll answer your question though. So most of that stuff you would do through the prompting. So what we're showing here today is like, here's the basic prompt. This is how quick and easy it is to set one up.
Yeah.
Underneath that is your OpenAI assistant in OpenAI, and you can go in there and you can tweak that in there. And I don't know if we'll get time to kind of open it up quickly and show you in there, but you would tweak that prompt in there, and you can write the thread that you want the discussion format to follow, and say, your name is Joanne, you are the assistant for carpet cleaning company XYZ. Your first objective is to get the person's name by introducing yourself. So, hello, I'm Joanne, and asking them for their name. And then when you get their name, you can store that, and you can program that in here to update values in high level. So you can get that and update the values in high level, custom values. So you can get all that information and update custom values in high level with that information. And then you just have your I'm not that familiar with closed, but like the columns that you're talking about. You basically write that in your prompt. So your first objective is to do this. Your second objective is to do this. Your third objective is to do this. And if you're very clear in your prompt, say, if they haven't given you the name after 3 tries, don't ask them again, or say very clearly, you're not going to say this to a customer, but like, I've asked you your name twice. Can you please give it to me, because I need it to enter in the system before I can continue with any further information. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to say that, but get a little bit more direct with them. Say, look, please, I need this information so I can carry on. Or however, you've got to phrase it and then work the bot like that. So that's all in your prompting. So for you, because you're with carpet cleaners, you'll find once you've got one prompt, you're going to have an amazing prompt, and you're going to roll it out, and all you'll do is at the start, you're going to go, your name is Joanna, and you are the booking assistant for carpet cleaning XYZ 123, and you're just going to have to change the name, and you'll be pretty golden, basically. So it'll be quite simple for you once you've worked out your initial prompt. So we'll do some prompting. We'll do some more prompting exercises on other sessions, and we've actually got Jonathan Mast coming onto one of our weekly lives in 2 or 3 weeks' time, who is a prompt master, basically. So
Brilliant.
he runs Whitebeard Productions, I think, his website or something like that. He's got a huge AI community on Facebook with like nearly 200,000 people in it. He's going to come on and run a prompting session for us, actually, to run DBRs. And we're going to do a demo of creating a DBR prompt live and the AI bot and put all that in here and run that in 2 weeks' time. So that will be coming.
That's amazing. Thank you.
No problem.
Just jumping
JP.
onto Jason's example of, say, somebody's replied 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom.
Mhm.
Is the AI bot able to give a quote if you uploaded in a document, here's all of the rules?
Yep.
Would it be able to come back with a quote as part of the responses?
Yes. Yep. You can do that. You can write a quote.
And
Sorry, not a quote, an estimate. Always call it
Yep.
an estimate. That's an important actually
Quick-
distinction,
quick
because we
quote.
do, yeah, they're always estimates. Like, yeah, based on that. And you say, you can give them an estimate and you say, would you like a salesperson to come out and give you a quote? That's what you need to
Yep.
do with those. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
And so the best way to do that is putting all of the rules into a doc and uploading that, if that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah, so putting the rules in a doc, I mean, obviously it's much simpler if you've got something like the carpet cleaner's probably fairly easy because you've got some fairly set parameters around,
Standardized.
two rooms is, I don't know what the price is, so forgive me if I get this completely wrong, but like 2 rooms is 100. You're in England, aren't you, Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like 2 rooms is £100 or something. I have no idea whether that's
Yeah,
super
we
high
can
or
go
super
with that.
low. I don't know. But yeah, 2 rooms is £100, 3 rooms is 140, 4 rooms is 170 or something. I don't know. So that can kind of make it quite easy. For other stuff where you've got a quote and you've got to do some maths, you can work out some basic maths and you get some dimensions off of them, and you can do stuff like that as well. But again, it all comes down to the prompting.
And
the
in
AI
theory,
system.
that estimate could be populated into a custom field in high level.
Correct. Yeah. So you could grab that info. So you could ask them and say, if you're doing fencing, for example, how long is the fencing that you want to get built in meters? And they say 20, and you grab that 20 and put that into a custom field. Yeah.
Cool.
So we'll dive into some more of those things at another time. Anything else? I haven't even got to put the webhook in yet, and then we're running out of time. Actually, no, I did get the webhook in, didn't I? Let me just go back here. So I've got the trigger. Okay, so we've got our webhook in. Oh, sorry, the webhook is in the custom value. So that's in there. Okay, and then what we'll pop over to our contacts in here. If you ignore this, this was just some testing from before. So I'll shoot out a quick text to me. Say, hey Gary, this could have come from a workflow or whatever. So thanks for your inquiry at Baby Hands. How can we help you? So we'll pop this out. All right, so that's going out. So we've got, it's going to come up. So that's our demo phone. We've got one over there, and then this is my phone. So I will reply on here. So I'd like to know what's the best age to start baby sign. Okay, so that's popped in there. And then we'll see what Georgia says. So obviously we've got that little delay. It's going to go in the workflow. It's going to sit there for a few seconds. Got to run through process and whatnot. So we'll just take a few seconds to come through and reply.
Gary, let me check because I think you forgot to publish it.
Oh, I didn't publish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing. Thanks for that. All right. That's not going to work too well.
Yeah.
Let me just send that again. Thanks, Carlos. All right, so I've just got that again. I'd like to know the best age to start baby sign. Carlos, you should just put your hands up like that so that everyone can see you're not typing a reply. So that should have gone in here. Okay, so it's gone in, flow removed. Okay, and that's just come through onto my phone there. And what's Georgia got to say? Ideally, you should start baby signs around 6 to 8 months, although it can be introducing signs early as birth. Babies usually start signing back between 8 to 12 months. You like more information or assistance with anything else? So is it good for brain development? And all this, guys, you saw that none of that information was in the prompt that we put in there. It's getting all that stuff from the website. We just did the most basic prompt. So we'll go into some more, and like I say, when we release this and the training comes out, there'll be a lot more about the prompt engineering, because that is the key to all this, is the prompt engineering and understanding how that works. What you've got there is a really quick way of putting that together. And Carlos, can you just flick me the link actually to the OpenAI assistant, and I will just dive in there. We'll touch on it just to show where that actually is and how we can tweak it as well. Perfect. So there we go. Georgia is doing a great job. Anyone got a question they'd like to ask Georgia about baby sign?
Does a baby start with learning swear words first?
Not encouraged.
That's what everyone learns first in a new language, isn't it?
Yeah, generally not encouraged.
First hand sign you learn, isn't it?
All right.
My question was, my baby is 19 months. Is it too old to begin?
Question. Let's see what she says. My baby is 19 months. Is it too old to begin? So kind of the point of this anyway, guys, we're just trying to show here. So I've spelt that wrong. Let's just see. I've spelled it wrong and I haven't corrected it. So we'll see how if it still understands. I've got 19 monies. It should still understand the spelling. But the point of this is, like you guys have seen, this is like a super basic prompt that we've set up, and it's still able to respond in a very cohesive manner. Not at all. Starting baby sign is 19 months is still beneficial. Help bridge the gap between developing verbal skills or ability to communicate effectively. It's never too late to start. Would you like more information or assistance with anything else? How good. What if I just say, yes, please?
That's so good.
I wonder what she'll say if I just say, yes, please. Because I
I
would like
just
more
sent you
information.
the link to the assistant in the chat, Gary.
Got it. Thank you, mate.
Can you throw out a wobbly one and say, I have a son who's also 35. Would you be willing to take him on?
Sure. See what it says. I'm just waiting for that one to come through. All right, so these will come in. So this is all through as well. This is our demo phone here, and then this is my phone here. So this is Alison, our OpenAI bot running through myCRMSIM going off on my phone, which is all very cool. So what did you say? I have a
son that's 35.
Yeah.
Would you be able to help him? Because obviously this is targeting a certain demographic now. I kind of expect it to come back with a positive response and say, yeah, you know, we can bring them on as well, which may not be in line with what the business would normally do. But I'm sure that that's something that you would just change by uploading a database that says what the parameters really are.
Well, you adjust the prompt. So let's see. I don't know what she'll actually say.
This is great. It's definitely going to say yes, they can help. I'm so sure.
Babies and young children. Yeah, we do all the benefits for all
wow.
ages.
I'm well impressed with that.
There you go. Pretty good.
Good thing is it knows what Auslan is too. That's very impressive.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, eh?
Mm.
So, very nice.
Is that actually true for your wife's business?
That is true. Yeah, like that is true. So let me just log in here. I'm just going to log into the back end on OpenAI and just show you guys where the actual full prompt is. And we'll save this for another day. And like I say, it'll be all in the get this. Sorry, I'm just trying to move some screens around a little bit here. Okay, so if I just bring this over. So this is the assistance. So in OpenAI, so this is what we were talking about earlier, guys. So I think most people hadn't heard of OpenAI assistants. They didn't know what they are. So this is your OpenAI assistant in here that gets built from the myCRMSIM, myCRMBOT. So it puts it in here. So what you can see this bit here, that is pretty much what came out of our prompt. So introduction, your highly engaging virtual assistant for Australian baby hands, your main objective, and then the tonality for the conversation. So when we built the bot, if you recall, if I go back to the prompt builder, okay, was that and that and that, and then it's got the about us and the website for more information. The extra stuff that gets built in here, okay, which comes straight from myCRMBOT into your OpenAI assistant to try and make your bot better, because prompting is the key to all of this, guys, right? If your bot doesn't work well, it's pretty much always the prompt. So you put in these rules of conversation. So don't speak more than 1 or 2 short sentences. Don't talk about food or recipes. Someone tries to break you. You can ask, say, are you trying to break me? You can politely end the conversation. So, you can adjust all this. If you don't know the question, let them know you get an answer and respond shortly. Make sure to get the email address. Don't attempt to schedule an appointment directly. So all these things can be tweaked in here. And to your point, Jason, you were asking earlier about like the stages and what you want them to do. Everything that you want to customize thereafter, you do that in here. Okay. So that is where you'll come in here and adjust your AI bot in here to tweak it after the fact. So use the prompt builder, knock together a bot quickly, and then you come in here and then you just adjust everything and tweak your bot from here, and you'll make something amazing in here. Okay.
Thanks.
So we've got a few minutes left, guys. Is there any more questions that we've got? This has been a very surface level sort of cover off at the moment. This will be available to everyone, I would say, pretty early next week. It's all done. The thing that we just got to finalize is the training videos and the tutorials for you guys, which Carlos is going to finish off this week. And once that's done, we will send you out an email with a form just to fill in your details, and then we'll set up your account for you, basically. So do we have any more questions before we wrap up? Not sure if there's anything left in the... Did I miss any questions in here? No, I think we're pretty good. Okay. Well, what does everybody think anyway? Everyone excited to get free bots in their account?
Hey, Gary, is there a way to connect that one with Sonnet 3.5 instead of ChatGPT?
Sonic 3.5.
Yes, this is the Anthropic model right now.
No, it's only these models in here that we've got.
Just those models. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right. What's everybody going to build first anyway? Christine, I know you've got one. We've got a couple of minutes left, so just tell me, guys, what's your ideas? What are you going to do for your clients and build out with these? I know, Christine, you've got one waiting in the wings almost immediately that you want to get going with.
Yeah, we've got a client that bought, one of those lifetime deals on AppSumo situation. I mean, we all know them, right? Lifetime deals, but not actually lifetime deals. So they're about to, in the coming months, finish their lifetime deal. And they are fully integrated now at a high level. So the timing is good, I guess, in terms of the lifetime deal, because we'll move them off this other bot product and into myCRMBOT and have it all work in their high level account. So I'm keen to kick off that project. So that will be really exciting for us. And I had tried to build them something natively in GHL, and sadly, that bot is nothing compared to the product that they're already on. It just doesn't work as nicely as we'd like it. So we're thinking we can get them some pretty good results with the myCRMBOT. So looking forward to that one.
What sort of thing are they doing? Is it for booking appointments, or what do you actually want to? What's the goal?
Yeah, I guess the objective would be to book an appointment. That would be fantastic, and give information. Yeah, it's for an interesting business actually. It's for a high-end introductions dating agency. Yeah.
Like I foresee a bot called
Cool.
Juan or something like that.
I wonder what we'll call it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't know. Go to ChatGPT and ask it, what should you call a bot for a high-end dating agency?
Yeah, we can do this.
All right. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to wrap it up on that. If there's no further questions,
Yeah,
so that we can.
I've got a question, Gary.
Yeah, sure, mate.
Does this use the new memory key that's come out through high level, or how's the memory side of it working?
The memory key.
Mm-hmm. So I've been I'm a student with Adam and Brendan with GHL Mastery, yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons I've been with their chatbots, they use Zapier because there's a memory key function in there. So it can, it remembers with your conversations and everything like that. Do we have anything like that here? Like High Level just announced their own, they call it history or something like that, availability within inside of the workflows. So yeah.
So my understanding of that, and we can come back to you if I'm not correct on this, but I'm pretty sure that the way this works, so the memory key stuff is for high level because it's tracking the conversation through there. But because this is with OpenAI and it's an assistant through ChatGPT, it's got the thread of the conversation it's building, so it's referring to that anyway. So it's not using that same memory key in high level. Do you know if that's correct, Carlos? That's my understanding of it.
We weren't
Yes,
using.
correct. Yes.
Yeah, cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah, okay. We were using ChatGPT as well, with Adam's ones. Not the what is it called? Not Esri or something like that from
I think
high level.
Yeah, I think the difference is because they're using a custom bot which is built with Zapier, right?
Yeah, that's the reason what they're using Zapier is because of the memory key. That's the only reason.
Yeah, so it's not a direct connection with OpenAI because you're feeding information back and forth through, there's like a middle party basically. And that's why you need the memory key is my understanding.
Right.
But with this, because this is a direct integration straight into an OpenAI assistant, it's got the conversation. It doesn't need a memory key. It's like, well, it's having this conversation. It will just keep going with that.
Sure. Sure. Okay then. No, that's cool. Because it's one of the reasons why I didn't sort of take up their Core 4 or whatever it is, because man, I've got too many things that I would need to cobble together, and I don't really want Zapier or that sort of stuff as well. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, no, like I mean, Adam's super smart dude. But I don't know. Building bots and things like that through Zapier would just makes me nervous. I know there's a few other things that run through. We all use Zapier for certain things, but we also all know how often Zapier zaps don't run or they break.
Yeah.
So that's why this is just a direct connection into OpenAI. It just makes it straightforward and seamless.
That looks awesome. Thank you.
Okay.
And it makes sense, Steve, as well, even though I haven't built one. It makes sense because if you look back to the automation, there's just one webhook, right? So, the bot would have known that there's a brother who's 35 and stuff like that in that thread. Like it's just the one thing into OpenAI, and the bot takes over and it has all the information of the conversation. Like I think that kind of stacks up logically, at least.
Okay, well, I'm excited to see where this goes because I'm sure that, like when we got eSIMs working, I had no idea what people would start doing with eSIMs and start using them in different countries and stuff like that. So I'm sure some very interesting stuff will come out with this in the next month or so. You guys will get your hands on it and just, do great things. Awesome. All right. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks, Gary. Cheers.